is 8 o'clock on this President's Day. A lot of people have the day off. Some don't. I know the kids are probably still like drooling and sleeping. You know it's true though, right, Adam?
Yeah, it's going to be a slow morning for my kids also. But hey, they get that every now and then. 3-day weekend, why not?
That's true. But my question is, on the roads, do you see if it's still a slow morning? Are there a lot of cars out there this morning, Kerrigan, or is it just a smoother day?
Yeah, it's much easier out there for folks getting out and about. This is our view from the North Loop at Shepherd. Very rare for the North Loop to be acting all right at this time, 8 a.m., and none of our drive times are even in the red yet, which is very abnormal for this time on a Monday morning. Generally, we have everyone getting to work, school, whatever it may be, but traffic, for the most part, looking okay for us today.
All right, that's great. In fact, let's check this out. You may have to work or not today because of President's Day, as this being a national holiday. For those of you who don't know, let me give you a little background for just a moment. It was established in the 1800s to celebrate the birth of the nation's first president, George Washington. It's since become a day to recognize and celebrate all of the United States presidents. And though most retail stores will be open, non-essential government offices at the federal, state, and county and city levels are closed. So the DMV, if you got to get something with your license, you're going to have to wait. Libraries are closed. Courthouses and City Hall also closed. Federal and state courts also will be closed, but most public school districts will be closed as well for the holiday. And if you need some cash, you're gonna have to use your credit card because the banks are closed too. But this is a great day to go outside because the weather's going to be picture perfect today, right, Adam?
You got that right. Yeah, beautiful day today. A little brisk this morning, but that's all right. We're going to warm up a lot today as we get into the 60s. Hardly a cloud in the sky all day long. And if you want it a little warmer, you just got to wait another day or two. We're going to keep warming up these next few days. In fact, the warmest air so far this year is coming our way this week. Overall, those just several nice days, quiet weather days for us. Again, that warming trend, we're going to be taking a look at that coming up. But it won't keep warming up every single day this week. Eventually, we start going back down as a late week cold front comes in, stemming from a big West Coast storm system. We'll get to all those details in a few minutes.
Now let's get to our traffic map. As of this morning, we can see just a few slow spots developing out there for us. No major incidents to add to your radar this morning as you are heading out and about on our local roads. Let's focus on 45 because there's an outbound slowdown, which is likely going to be tied to an accident. Yes, indeed. So we're seeing that icon popping up on our screen at 249. 2 lanes blocked because of a crash on 45 North Freeway northbound at Mount Houston Road. So that's what we'll be watching moving forward. I'll pull up that camera view for you as well coming up in the next couple of minutes.
All right, now we have breaking news coming into CW 39 this morning. This is just heartbreaking. A 12-year-old is dead this morning after she was ejected from a traveling car in the 7700 block of Highway 99. Now, Sheriff Ed Gonzalez posting on X that the driver, Rangel Ramos, was returning home to Conroe after visiting San Antonio for the weekend. That's when they drove off the roadway, striking a cable barrier system and began to roll. The 12-year-old was not buckled up and was ejected from that vehicle. She was found on the scene with no signs of life. All other passengers, there were 5 included, were transported to a nearby hospital. Rangel is cooperating, that's the driver, with the investigation and showed no signs of intoxication. She happens to be the aunt of the young girl who passed away. Now, in other news, a child is injured after a fire engulfed the back of a trailer park. And throughout the early morning hours this morning, the Deer Park Fire Department was busy trying to work to put this out. CW 39's own Kara Willis is live at the scene, and she has more on the possible cause of the fire, which they're looking into, along with the child's injuries this morning. So, Kara, any idea on how this child is doing so far?
Good morning, Sharon. Right now, we're told that that child is in stable condition, and it's just heartbreaking to see that this is what's left of that home. You can tell that this is a very close-knit, family-oriented community. I mean, the parents are walking their kids to the bus stop waiting for them, and this family will now have other worries this morning as their home is completely destroyed. Neighbors have been driving around all morning looking in shock as they see what's left of this home. Now, this is what the scene looked like around 1:40 this morning here on Durant Street. Several Deer Park firefighters worked to put out the fire, walking the property to ensure all flames were out before going in safely. Again, thankfully, the fire is officially out. You can see Deer Park firefighters tearing down the sides of the trailer to make sure everything was clear before leaving the scene. Sadly, that patient, who is believed to be a 10-year-old, was life-flighted to the hospital with injuries and burns from the fire. But now Chief Arroyo says that now they're making sure that they take every safety precaution moving forward.
Time with a significant amount of fire, as we saw here, there's always a concern, especially on a manufactured home, for any type of collapse. But we're working as best we can to try to measure out those risks and make sure that we can get in there.
Assistant Chief Arroyo says that there was one firefighter that did get injured while here on the scene. However, he was cleared of the scene as well, thankfully. Now, as firefighters continued to assess the scene, they learned that no other family members that were in the home were hurt. However, 2 of their pets passed away during the fire. Again, you can see all the debris that's here on the ground here. You can see where they went into the sides of the building, but we'll be following up to see if we can get any more information on this at this time. Back to you.
Oh, so much tragedy for that family. Thank you so much for letting us know what was going on, Kara. We appreciate it. Now, let's go ahead and turn to our roads and traffic. Kerrigan, what is it looking like?
So I talked about that accident that occurred along 45 North Freeway outbound at Mount Houston Road right outside of 249. That's still in place, and we have our Houston TransStar camera from Mount Houston showing the front end of the accident here. You can see that car that's in your far outside lane. Firefighters in the corner of your screen blocking off an additional lane, and we are seeing some added traffic on the backside in that part of town, but it is outbound, so inbound commuters are spared of any type of traffic. Crossway Lynchburg to downtown, you're at 19 minutes, 25 minutes from NASA Parkway to downtown, and 13 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop. Van Oak to downtown, 32 minutes, Townsend to downtown, 24 minutes, and 22 minutes from Williams Trace Boulevard to downtown.
All right, let's begin with a time lapse. The state of our skies. We're in that sunshine state here this morning. Beautiful weather, nice looking outside. It is cold, though, as we start the day today, but it's going to warm up really nicely under the sunshine. We're going up to the 60s this afternoon. However, like I said, it's a cold one. We even had a couple spots outside the city barely get to a light freeze this morning. Now we come above that, but still 34 at Dayton and the Woodlands. Bush Airport's up to 40 degrees. Some other spots mid and upper 30s right now. So brisk at the moment. But we do have that warm air coming, or at least warmer air coming today. Yesterday, highs were only in the 50s. Today, we're getting up into the 60s, and we're going to keep warming these next few days as south winds start to pick up a little bit more. Again, widespread sunshine for us today and pretty much all of Texas. We get into tomorrow, maybe a couple clouds in the morning, but overall, another sunny day. Now, we do see more clouds by Wednesday morning, maybe even a little patchy fog to start the day Wednesday. Then those clouds will break up. But that presence of cloud cover and possible fog is an indication that the humidity and the moisture is building up a little bit midweek as those south winds bring it in from the Gulf. Those same winds are also going to warm us up. So it's 60s, then 70s, then almost 80 on Wednesday. We may get over 80 on Thursday, and we haven't hit 80 yet this year. So we're talking about the warmest air so far in 2024. That will end Thursday night as a cold front comes in, but it is a weak front. It will bring some cooler nights because of the drier air, but still some nice warm temperatures during the day. Friday looks beautiful, and even the weekend coming up. Lots of sunshine with highs in the 70s. You're watching CW 39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
She leaves no case uncracked.
You're not going to have the money because you loaned it to a guy? You are the worst snake ever.
People's Court, weekdays at 11 on CW 39 Houston.
At American Furniture Warehouse, you don't have to overpay for your mattress. We've developed a top-quality healthcare memory foam mattress for a fraction of the price you would pay elsewhere. Come to American Furniture Warehouse or visit us online at afw.com.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss out on impressive President's Day savings.
Let's roll.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in MAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieve my pain and change my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
Call 800-925-6863. That's 800-925-6863.
Thinking of selling your house? I'm JR with sellthejr.com, and I'll buy your house as is. I'll give you a cash offer within 24 hours. Sellthejr.com makes selling your home easy. We buy houses in any condition. We can work through any situation. With sellthejr.com, there are no strangers walking through your house, no closing costs, no commissions, and no repairs. Go to sell2jr.com for your free, no obligation cash offer.
American Furniture Warehouse was awarded the honor of being one of the most trustworthy retailers in America by Newsweek. People appreciate honesty, and we run our business with integrity. That's today's American Furniture Warehouse.
This portion of No Wait Weather and Traffic is brought to you by Universal Plumbing Supply Company.
Now to the fighting in Ukraine. Russia says its forces took complete control Saturday of a city in eastern Ukraine. This comes as Congress is debating whether to send more money to that country. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rashad Hudson is joining us once again with more on this and where things stand at this point. Good morning, Rashad. What can you tell us?
Hey, Sharon, good morning to you. President Biden is putting pressure on lawmakers to provide more money for Ukraine, and it comes as the fighting in that country is intensifying.
The Ukrainian people fought so bravely and heroically.
On the same day that Russian troops took control of the Ukrainian city Avdiivka, President Biden told reporters he remained confident that he could get the money from Congress.
And the idea that now, if you're running out of ammunition, you walk away, I find it absurd.
President Biden's pledge comes as Ukrainian President Zelensky appealed to world leaders at the Munich Security Conference.
We are counting on the United States.
Vice President Kamala Harris assured the world that America would continue to stand with Ukraine and reiterated that there is clear bipartisan support for the aid.
There is bipartisan support for what America is and what we stand for.
On Capitol Hill, it's unclear if and when the Speaker will take up the bipartisan foreign aid package passed last week in the Senate.
Zelensky, of course, did not blame his current situation or what occurred today on the delay that's occurring, although he did indicate that he's certainly worried.
And Turner says he's confident Speaker Johnson will find a way to provide that money for Ukraine. Sharon?
And speaking of that, Rashad, do we know when the House will actually take up the Ukraine aid bill since they are actually off right now?
Yeah, they'll return next week, but it's unclear if the House will take up the Senate version of that security aid package. Now, President Biden has criticized lawmakers for taking a break during a time where he feels they should be here in Washington working on that security aid bill that would provide funding for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan.
All right, Rashad Hudson reporting live from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for breaking it all down for us and explaining it to us as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Well, South Carolina's primary is quickly approaching, and while she's behind in the polls, Nikki Haley is leaving no stone unturned as she campaigns across her home state. Last night, she even made a strong pitch to voters, saying she would stay on the campaign trail even as she trails former President Donald Trump.
Why would I give up when 70% of Americans have said they don't want Trump or Biden in this election? Why would I give up when 59% of Americans say Donald Trump is too old and Joe Biden is too old? Why would I give up when the majority of Americans disapprove of Joe Biden and a majority of Americans disapprove of Donald Trump. It is time we finally have a new generational conservative leader.
Haley's campaign will continue across South Carolina today. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump made some announcements of his own. He launched his new sneaker line over the weekend while attending SneakerCon in Philadelphia. The line, called Trump Sneakers, is available for pre-order online and ranges in price from $199 to $399. It features 3 different pairs of tennis shoes, a pair of high tops, a pair of red laces athletic shoes, and a pair of white lace athletic shoes. The sneaker line is said to have nothing to do with Trump's presidential campaign for the organization either, but he had a few words when it came to the crowd. Listen in.
What's the most important thing? To go out and vote, right? We have to go out and vote. We got to get young people out to vote. And you're going to vote, and we're going to turn this thing around. This country's not doing so well. We're going to turn this country around fast. We're going to turn it around fast.
All right, it's a chilly start to our day today. 40 degrees right now at the Bush Airport, but lots of sunshine overhead. We're going to see sun all day, hardly a cloud in the sky at all today, and that's going to bring our temperatures up into the 60s. Just a light south wind for today, but south winds pick up more the next couple of days, which will start warming us up. That's the big story for us as a warming trend. Meanwhile, out west, look at all the wet weather in California. Let's come in a little closer to Southern California, in the city of LA, in the city of good old Watts, in the city of Compton. We've got rain there, and it's even heavier a little farther north. You can see from Oxnard northward, there's a flood warning in effect right now, and there's going to be persistent wet weather hitting Southern California, especially the next couple of days, with widespread 2 to 5 inches, but some areas, according to the LA National Weather Service, up to 8 inches of rain in these next few days. It's an atmospheric river out there. Big time snow in the Sierra Nevada, even up in Northern California. 1 to 3 inches of rain possible from around San Francisco northward. So all that, what does that mean for us? Well, eventually that has to work its way eastward, and it will impact our weather a little bit. Here we are into Tuesday. Tomorrow, again, lots going on out there, not much for us yet. Now, Wednesday, our south winds begin to increase a little bit, kind of a breezy day Wednesday ahead of this low stemming from everything happening out west. And as it goes by, it brings a weak cold front behind it, not probably during the day Thursday, but more so Thursday night. I don't think we'll get any rain with this. We will see a slight change in our weather in terms of temperatures once it passes by. On the 7-day rain outlook, again, look at the lack of rain across the entire state of Texas. Dry weather, quiet weather in store for us for many days in a row. Really, the only significant thing happening here is the temperature fluctuations over the course of the next week. 60s today, not nearly as cold tomorrow morning. 70s, then close to 80 Wednesday, probably a little over 80 on Thursday. That should be our warmest day so far this year. Here's the cold front. So much for turning cold behind it, though. It's just going to bring us down to 70s. Now, the nights will get a little cooler once again because of drier air, but just really pleasant weather, it looks like, to end this week into the weekend, and it stays relatively warm next week as well.
Traffic conditions this morning are not all too bad for us. We do have one outbound incident that we are keeping up with along 45 North Freeway at Mount Houston. We have a wrecker truck on the scene now to put that car that was involved in this crash on the tow truck and out of the way. So while that's occurring, you can see it happening right now. Traffic, for the most part, is getting around all right. It's not a busy morning out there on the road, considering that it is a holiday today. Now let's go into a couple of those drive times, and they are sitting all green. Very rare for this to occur at 8 a.m. 17 minutes from Crosby Lynchburg to downtown. NASA Parkway to downtown, you're at 23 minutes, and 14 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop.
All right, let's talk some football action real quick. The UFL spring professional football season is almost here as our Houston Roughnecks are about to hit the field at a new stadium. Over the weekend, head coach C.J. Johnson and head of football operations Gerald Johnston joined season ticket holders and fans to do a meet and greet and Q&A session. It was a lot of fun. In fact, I was so honored to be there as the MC to help with the kickoff of the ticket holder and fan appreciation event. They answered a ton of questions written by the fans, and you can see they're even throwing out a couple of autographed footballs too. They even got a chance to get on the field a little bit later. Everyone had a great time. I was overjoyed with the excitement about the season to come, and this is what the coach had to say about this new season.
going to have a team that every last one of you guys are going to be super proud of. We're going to have a team that from coast to coast, West Coast, East Coast, North and South, we're going to love. We're going to bring to this place a championship.
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
Let's go do it. That's what he said. Ticket sales already underway for the season. You can go to the Houston Roughnecks site and see that's right near. I'm right there. Had a lot of fun. You can go to their website for more information because you can get season tickets. You can get everything you need to know, and it kicks off at Rice Stadium against Memphis at 3 p.m. Sunday, March 31st, Easter weekend. It's going to be fun, so check it out. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on outside real quick. At the Houston Galleria area. Look at that, the Williams Tower just standing proudly right there as the sun is beaming on the windows. It looks like a great start to the day. A holiday for some for this President's Day, and a lot of people have to work too, but hey, it's all good. We're CW39 Houston. No wait weather and traffic, a lot more still ahead.
Somebody has to be lying.
Either you're telling me the truth or you're not.
Everything I'm telling is the honest to God truth. You guys have a lie detector?
We're the lie detector.
Hot Bench, today at 10 and 10:30 on CW39 Houston.
Every Subaru adventure starts and ends with love. Enjoy 2 years of oil changes, tire rotations, and inspections through our Subaru Maintain the Love complimentary maintenance program. All performed by certified service technicians using genuine Subaru parts. Subaru vehicles that are regularly serviced by a Subaru retailer can go even farther. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Whether you have water leaks, sewer stoppages, or faucet and fixture questions, Universal Plumbing Supply Company has the parts, products, and answers that you need to solve your problems. Universal Plumbing Supply Company, serving Houstonians since 1979. Call or come by and see us today.
In today's healthcare system, it's hard for doctors to connect with your other providers and pharmacists, even though that helps give patients better care. Village Medical is all about coordinated care. That means you have a whole care team focused on your conditions. They work with your specialists and even your pharmacists to manage your medications. Village Medical, the new way to well.
If you're looking for great new patio furniture, here's something brand new from Rooms To Go Patio. The Outdoor Modular Seating Collection. 5 beautiful sunbrella colors. Endless configurations. Pieces starting at just $4.95. Plus, during the President's Day patio sale, get 55-month interest-free financing and special bonus buys like this. Shop great 5-piece dining sets. Buy the set and an extra chair. Get the next chair free. Don't wait. The Rooms To Go Patio President's Day sale ends Monday.
They're making a major impact on the community. We take a closer look at how these Houstonians are leading change and shaping our great city. Honoring Black history, past, present, and future. Sunday at 2 p.m. Brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I am running a little late for work. Hey! Gosh, these drivers are terrible. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Yes, there are some bad drivers out there. Luckily, you're not alone. With over 55,000 happy clients and 45 years serving Houston, Attorney Steve Lee has your back. Talk to the leader. Talk to Attorney Steve Lee. 713-CALL-LEE.
This portion of No Wait Weather and Traffic is brought to you by personal injury attorney Willie Powells. Willie wins.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, in honor of this President's Day, let's take a look at a historic house, the Bush family home out in Midland, Texas. In 1948, the Bush family left New England to make a new start in West Texas. George and Barbara Bush had moved constantly since they married back in January 6 of 1945. However, their new house at 1412 West Ohio Avenue was only the second home they had actually owned, and it was by far the largest. Nowhere outside the U.S. other than the White House have so many prominent political figures lived in one home. 2 presidents, 2 governors, a first lady, an ambassador, a CIA director, and much more. The Bush family's history goes back decades in the tall city of Midland, something site manager Troy Gray says is important to reflect back on.
This is their second house in Midland, and they moved in here in 1951 and lived here until 1955. So you have George H.W. and Barbara, and then you have George W., who was 5 when he moved in, and about 9 when he moved out. Something that Midland can boast about. There's not very many places that can boast 2 presidents, especially in one house.
Opened on April 11, 2006, the home has been restored to the early 1950s and has welcomed so many visitors from all over the world. Exciting. All right, and we are CW39 Houston. No wait weather and traffic.
It happened to my son.
To my daughter.
To my fiance.
It happened to me.
Violent crime has happened to too many of us. At age 21, my mom was kidnapped by a serial rapist right here on our streets. I'm Kim Ogg, and I took on murder and sexual assault, locked up violent criminals, and enacted reform that supports victims. But there's still more we can do.
That's why we're standing with Kim Ogg.
And I'm standing with you.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story. And with Once Daily Trelegy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a Ask your doctor about Once Daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
You've been hurt in a car accident that wasn't your fault. You've always paid your insurance premiums on time, and now the insurance company wants you to settle, and settle for cheap. It feels like the odds are stacked against you. At Simmons & Fletcher, we make it our mission to help the injured. These aren't just cases to us, these are people's lives. If you've been injured in an accident, contact us today. The consultation is always free. Simmons & Fletcher, Christian Trial Lawyers.
We're Ram, and when trucks are what you do Truck Month better than anyone else. You do trucks that work harder and play harder. And you do trucks that win by breaking every rule of what a truck should be. So this Truck Month, what you should do is drive a Ram. Trucks are what we do.
Get 10% below MSRP for an average of $8,400 under MSRP on the purchase of select 2024 Ram light duty and heavy duty trucks.
We're so confident in the capability of our SUVs and the performance of our sedans that we offer a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty on every vehicle in our lineup. A fact that should make you confident in your confidence that you've made the right choice with Kia. Get 4.25% APR for up to 48 months on select new 2024 Sportage models.
All right, everyone, it's 8:28. It is President's Day, which means a lot of people are off today, but apparently we're not.
Who's
we
off?
got you. Well, maybe in our heads a little bit, but it's okay. We love being here, right, guys?
Of course.
Yeah, it's fun. We've had fun. And she's like, Hey, well, of course.
Y'all are great.
I know, it's fun, but also the positive part is because of the weather is so beautiful outside. There's not as much traffic. So it's a kind of win-win situation, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like we have the day off. I mean, weather behaving, traffic is making my job much easier than it normally is. 45 north at Little York Road. It's going to be the first time that we have those inbound lanes starting to slow down for us. The accident that we were tracking outbound near 249, not really causing for much of an issue for drivers anymore. Little York just seeing a little bit of added traffic, but no major incidents that's causing detrimental changes to that morning commute. Traffic as a whole is pretty easy this morning because it is a holiday. Kids are not going to school. A lot of people have the day off of work. So that's a fraction of the folks that are not on the road compared to a normal work day.
Not complaining one bit on that one. Nope. Also, Mother Nature, she got a gold star yesterday, giving her another one today. Talk about a beautiful start to the day, Adam.
Yeah, if yesterday was an A, today's an A+. It's going to be a little bit warmer, into the 60s, and just a little less wind out there as well. So really, really nice weather. You see the sun all day long. It's cool out there now, but again, 60s, mid-60s probably for the afternoon highs. Several nice days in the forecast this week, but there will be a warming trend. So, you know, if you're kind of wanting it to not get too warm, maybe it's not an ideal week for you, because I think 80 degrees is going to be possible. That'll be the warmest so far this year. After that, we have a cold front coming through that won't bring a major drop in temperatures, but it will affect us a little bit. We'll get to those details in a few minutes.
So a new accident just came through 8:30 East Loop southbound at Clinton Drive. Two vehicles involved in this crash. Left lane and center lane are currently closed, and we can see those lanes closed here on our Houston TranStar camera, with three lanes still getting by just fine. Pulling up our traffic map and looking at the east side of town, see how things are really getting shaped up here on our traffic map. You can see that added traffic for those southbound lanes right outside of Clinton Park. Your current speed on 610 East Loop in this part of town showing 8 miles per hour. We're seeing a bit more movement there on our Houston TranStar camera, but giving you the details surrounding this incident. You have 2 lanes blocked because of that crash on 610 southbound at exit 28.
All right, now to other news this morning. Houston police investigating who shot and killed a man who was later found in the yard of a woman on Brookmead Drive as she was taking out the trash. It was around 11 p.m. Sunday night when police responded to the woman's call saying a man was shot and laying in her front yard. And when police arrived, they discovered the person had been shot multiple times in the face and was in his late teens. There's very little information available at this time, but police believe sometime before 10, some type of disturbance happened elsewhere because surveillance cameras recorded sounds of gunfire, but not the actual shooting. The investigation continues, and police are asking anyone, if you have any information regarding this incident, to contact police. Well, after days of searching, there's still no sign of little Audrey Cunningham, the 11-year-old who was reported missing Thursday when she never made it onto her school bus in Livingston. Authorities in Polk County are calling her father's roommate, Don McDougal, the primary person of interest. They're now asking anyone who saw McDougal's 2003 dark blue Chevy Suburban Thursday or Friday to give them a call as they try to put together some type of timeline on what he did on those days. Meanwhile, worshipers packed Lakewood Church yesterday for the first service since a deadly shooting last Sunday a week ago. An emotional Pastor Joel Osteen told the worshipers to turn to faith and not fear. There was also a standing ovation for the first responders who rushed in to help that day. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner, along with the pastor, asked for prayers for the 7-year-old son of the shooter who was shot in the head during that attack. Well, now to this. One man is expected to survive after he was shot Sunday morning in downtown Houston. Houston police responding to that shooting call around 2:20 at a parking lot in Milam Street and Franklin Road. Now, officers found a car that had been shot multiple times. One of the 3 occupants was shot at least once. He was taken to an area hospital in stable condition. The other 2 people in the vehicle got out and ran to a nearby fire station to get help themselves. Now, according to Houston police, some sort of disturbance happened with a white sedan. It pulled next to a gray SUV and opened fire, shooting the car up. The motive is still unknown at this time. The suspects fled the scene. 2 people are dead and 2 children recovering this morning after a crash in Southwest Houston. We have the video. Check this out. It happened around 8:15 p.m. and this is the aftermath near Richmond Avenue and Unity Drive. Houston police responding, and they found 2 cars had crashed. They were traveling westbound on Richmond. Police say speed could also be a factor, and police also believe that those 2 children, ages 5 and 10, were in the back seat of the vehicle. They say the children were actually those of the deceased woman in the vehicle. There was also a man who died. He's believed to be a family member, but it's still unclear what actually happened. This investigation continues. Now to an apartment fire. Look at the heavy fire and smoke coming from this apartment complex in North Houston. Now, information is limited at this time, but we do know this. It started around 4:30 Sunday morning in what is known as the Arbor Court Apartments near Greens Road and Hardy Street. And Houston Fire says the property appears to be a vacant location. A man has been rescued from another house fire, this one in the 38,000 block of Orange Grove in North Houston. Firefighters telling us the fire happened in a single-story home before 1 in the morning. Crews saw a man trapped in the house as that heavy smoke and fire was pouring from it, and it came from the front of the home. Firefighters were able to successfully rescue the man and began to perform CPR on the victim. He was then taken to an area hospital downtown, but his condition at this time is still unknown. Now, while the resident was rescued, his pet sadly did not survive. The motive of the fire is being investigated by Westfield Fire Department. Houston police received a call yesterday afternoon about a man who happened to be sitting on a high voltage tower high above the ground. Look, this is the actual video. Police say this man turns out to be homeless. He didn't talk about suicide or anything, but he has been known to have done this before. This happened in the 10,000 block of Hardy Road in the frontage road, and it took about 3 hours just to get him to come down. The man does have a felony warrant and was arrested on the spot and taken into custody without incident. Now let's turn to the roads and traffic with Carrie.
All right, let's get on to that traffic map this morning. Like I said earlier, we have that accident along the East Loop, southbound lanes at exit 28 and Clinton Drive still in place for us as of this morning, and traffic is starting to add up on the back end towards I-10 East Freeway. Taking a look at our traffic camera now, we still have 2 lanes closed down in this part of town, but the tow truck is on the scene. The car is getting loaded up onto the tow truck, so hopefully this will all clear rather soon. Drive times, Pin Oak to downtown, you're at 31 minutes, 20 minutes from Townsend to downtown, and 18 minutes from Williams Trace Boulevard to downtown Houston. Woodlands Parkway to downtown Houston, 27 minutes, only 15 minutes from Barker Cypress to the West Loop, and 11 minutes from Broadway Street to downtown.
We had a couple rural areas this morning barely get to a light freeze, but that sun is going to warm us up nicely today. We're heading into the 60s. Right now, we still have a few 30s hanging on, but starting to see a few 40s in the mix as well. Check out the high temperatures today into the mid 60s. Now, yesterday was a pretty nice day. We had sun, got up into the upper 50s yesterday. So today is going to be several degrees warmer, and that warming trend will keep going these next couple of days with the warmest air so far this year just a couple of days away. Meanwhile, out west, we've got an atmospheric river that is hammering California with flooding rain, snow in the mountains, and eventually that's going to play a role in our weather later this week. Probably not bringing any rain our way, but it's going to affect our temperatures. We'll get to that in a moment. Right now, though, look at the lack of clouds all across Texas. Dry air in the atmosphere, lots of sunshine today. Tomorrow, pretty much the same story. Plenty of sun, maybe a few low clouds or a little patchy fog west of Houston tomorrow morning, but a sunny day in store for Tuesday. Wednesday in the morning hours, we've got some cloud coming back in, and there may be some patchy fog in the mix there. Those clouds will break up a little bit later on Wednesday, but the presence of the low clouds and fog midweek, an indication that the moisture and humidity levels are coming up a little bit as south winds start to pick up more. But it's not just humidity going up, temperatures going up as well. 60s today, not nearly as cold tomorrow morning with a low around 48. 70s tomorrow, close to 80 Wednesday, slightly above 80 on Thursday. We haven't hit 80 yet this year, so this is going to be the warmest air so far. Here's a front that's stemming from the West Coast storm system we were talking about. It's not going to do a whole lot for us other than just dry our air a little bit, which results in some cooler nights. Afternoons only go down a little bit. Still nice on Friday at 75. 70s continuing right on into the weekend. We're going to look a little closer at all that West Coast mess with that storm system out there coming up in the next block.
All right, well, let's talk about a little Black History Month history right now. The story of the Underground Railroad is largely understood as a northern route for slaves to escape and find their freedom. But what you may not have known is that a largely untold story is about the paths to freedom through here in Texas, to the south, into Mexico. There's a new exhibit in the Briscoe Center at UT Austin is shedding some light on the ways enslaved people actually found their freedom and how one family in Central Texas played a very key role. Our Monica Madden visited that gallery.
Preserved papers.
This is the free papers of Susan Ann White from Warren County in Mississippi. This is 1837.
tell the story of real people and what it took to be a free person of color before the Emancipation Proclamation.
This provides us with real primary source evidence of the experience that people went through trying to gain their freedom and trying to exist in a world where they were born without human rights.
Many of them also took a path south, a lesser-known story from the era.
People who lived in Texas who were enslaved, people who lived in Louisiana who were enslaved, would have found it much more practical to go down to the Rio Grande, where just south of the Rio Grande, Mexico had already abolished slavery. Mexico did by 1829.
Slaves could also buy their freedom, but at a high cost.
The cost to free Anne Maria was $1,000 at the time, which is about $31,000 today.
They needed allies to obtain a deal, with land or possessions often on the line.
So this exhibit consists mostly of court documents. These documents give us a picture of the legal world that they inhabited and sometimes navigated, the long process that could take in order to obtain freedom legally.
One story is that of Sylvia Hector Weber.
This is the Freedom Papers for Sylvia Hector Weber.
Weber, whose East Austin land is now Weberville, is the center of the display's message.
The Weber story is also a fantastic story.
She came to Texas with her enslaver and later met John Weber. He would buy a large plot of land and later fall in love with Sylvia. In 1834, he bought her freedom.
The couple were given several months to quote-unquote pay using the lives of 2 children in exchange for Sylvia and her children's freedom. And the document that we have on display explains that. We know from other research that this was not paid. The Webers ended up losing their land. John Weber put up his property as collateral for Sylvia and their 2 children.
The Weber family then moved to South Texas, where they became an outpost for the Southern Underground Railroad.
Sylvia's house served as a welcoming refuge for people seeking their freedom, and she was known as a generous hostess and a real comfort for people who sought her help.
Documents from a painful era of American history teach lessons of life, liberty, and the pursuit of hope.
That was Monica Madden reporting for sure. And let's go ahead and take a live look in Austin. We're about to show you right now where all of that is taking place. You can definitely go to Austin and check it out for yourself. We're CW39 Houston, no wait weather and traffic.
Embrace your inner mom.
My own bed. I got my own bed. It's totally mine.
Mom, weeknights at 11 and 11:30 on CW39 Houston.
We can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive.
Houston, let's rodeo with Hank Williams Jr. Monday, March 4th. Tickets at rodeohouston.com.
When we designed the Honda Pilot Trail Sports, we made it adventure ready. With features like an enhanced all-wheel drive system and off-road tuned suspension, so you can blaze new trails. The Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
Young mom helped with after-school care, and a widow makes friends at the place where a teenager finds help for school and a job. Members like you support them all. They're getting help from the
At Village Medical, your doctor works with a whole team to coordinate your care. That includes working with your specialists and even your pharmacists to help manage your prescriptions. It sounds different because it is. Village Medical, the new way to well.
At AFW, we make furniture shopping easy with our nationwide delivery. We have a huge selection of quality furniture in stock, all at our everyday low prices. And our expert delivery teams are the best in the business. We inspect, assemble, and do all the heavy lifting to place your new furniture exactly where you want it. We also handle the cleanup. We remove and recycle all the boxes and packing material, so there's no mess for you to deal with. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your new furniture at the best prices from American Furniture Warehouse.
They're making a major impact on the community. We take a closer look at how these Houstonians are leading change and shaping our great city, honoring Black history, past, present, and future. Sunday at 2 p.m., brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Houston, let's rodeo with Blake Shelton. Tuesday, February 27th. Tickets at rodeohouston.com.
Yeah, that
It just got more colorful inside Bush Intercontinental Airport thanks to a new exhibit from a Houston-based artist. CW39 Seth Kovar joins us now live in the studio with what this new art is all about. I'm so excited. So tell us more, Seth.
Yeah, you really should check it out. Before you go up in the air flying somewhere, the new exhibit Water Wisps Sanctuary Bubbles takes you under the sea. Artist Janvi Mahamdra Folsberg created these works of art that cover 19 90-foot diameter windows in Terminal D at Bush Intercontinental Airports. If you're familiar with Bush Airport, you know that's the international terminal. The exhibit gives travelers from all over the world a look at what's at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, not far from the Texas coast. Folsby is a marine conservation artist, but she's also a scuba diver. This work is inspired by what you can see under the sea at the Flower Gardens Banks National Marine Sanctuary about 100 miles off the coast of Galveston. Folsby took her ink drawings and oil paintings, scanned them into a computer, and intricately arranged them to be printed onto transparent panels. Well, just last week, they were installed on the airport windows that have been there for decades.
I like to use what we have. A lot of my work is about repurposing, reusing, recycling like existing spaces, but transforming it to the best ability. I feel like it's more environmentally friendly, it's sustainable.
Water Wisp Sanctuary Bubbles almost looks like stained glass, and airport passengers on both sides of the windows get a good look. Some of Folsby's other works can be seen in galleries, but she says it's special to have this one on display in such a public place. The Houston Airport's curator of public art says he's happy with Folsby's Water Wisps. It's a big new addition to all the art already on display inside our city's airports that he says helps passengers relax, have fun, and enjoy themselves during what can be a stressful time traveling. Sharon.
So much. Well, Nike's announcing plans to cut 2% of its current workforce. It plans to lay off more than 1,500 people. Nike's looking to save $2 billion over the next 3 years as part of a reconstruction plan. The company says the layoffs will take place in 2 phases, with one phase starting this week and the second expected to be finished by the end of its fiscal fourth quarter. The job cuts come as Nike contends with a slowdown in consumer spending. Now, according to the latest Lundberg report, the national average price of gas has actually risen in the past 2 weeks. Prices at the pump increased by 12.6 cents per gallon to a price of nearly $3.37 for regular gas. Diesel is up over the past 2 weeks as well, climbing to $4.21. The report says oil prices surged during the period that caused product prices to actually rise. The report also found that further price hikes can be expected as product prices have not yet matched oil's surge. Well, let's stick with business reporting for a moment. It's a perfect time to discuss how to establish new behaviors and open the door to conversations with your teenagers, especially about how to really develop more positive online habits. And there are some new and established tools and resources developed by Meta that parents can use to set boundaries with their teens on social media. Jane King is joining us from the NASDAQ in New York with your President's Day reports.
President's Weekend is a great time to have a social media reset with your teen. Meta has launched a new feature where teens will be shown a full-screen reminder to consider leaving Instagram when they've spent a few minutes on Reels late at night. A pediatric psychologist says these tools can help keep your teens safe from harmful content and unwanted contact.
Parents need to have discussions with their teens and be intentional and collaborative about it.
Quiet mode lets teens pause notifications when they need to focus, like overnight or during homework time, and sends friends and family auto replies letting them know they're not available. Teens will be notified to look at something different if they've been scrolling on the same topic for a while. And there are tools for parents as well.
One of the things that I think it's important for parents to talk to teens about is when they're on, how are they scrolling? What are the things that they're looking at? Why do they want to be on social media? How much time are they spending on that?
Parents have supervision tools that let them see how much time their teen spends on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and virtual reality. Parents and caregivers can also set time limits for the teens. Parents have access as to who their teen follows, who follows their teen, and will be notified when their teen reports or blocks someone. Instagram and VR parent guides were developed in partnership with experts to give parents easy ways to talk to their teens about safety and well-being. Dr. Lockhart says that parents and teens can establish positive social media habits together.
We're constantly building these skill sets, helping them make intentional and good decisions about not just scrolling and mindlessly being on their apps and their devices, but looking at how much time they're spending and what does that look like for them.
For more information, you can visit familycenter.meta.com. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King.
It's about 40 degrees right now, but we're going into the 60s. Sunny skies today, beautiful weather, fairly light winds, dry air, and all that good stuff. So a great day to spend some time outside. I know kids off school for the most part today, so no excuse not to get out there and enjoy the outdoors. We've got all the sunshine here in Texas right now. Meanwhile, let's go out west to the state where you never find a dance floor empty, California. Lots of rain and mountain snow going on there. We've been talking about this atmospheric river, flood warnings in effect, flood watches, high wind warnings, basically you name it, with the rain and snow and the wind, and it's in effect out there with the weather alerts, lots of green and the yellow, that's the rain and the wind, and then winter storm warnings in the Sierra Nevada where multiple feet of snow may fall just in the next couple of days. The highest elevations could get up to 4 feet of snow according to the National Weather Service. And again, this is enough rain to cause some flooding for sure in Southern California. Even 2 to 5 inches here can be a problem, but it's a little more of a problem there. They can't quite handle that much rain. More than 5 inches is even possible in parts of Southern California. So again, this is that atmospheric river and a storm system out west. The reason why I'm talking so much about this is, first of all, it's a big national weather story, but second, it will affect our weather later this week. So here's now Tuesday, so we jumped ahead into tomorrow. Still wet weather out there. Stemming from all that comes a low. It'll drift north of us. It's probably not going to tap into much moisture, at least the front that comes through won't tap into much moisture when it passes. What that means is we probably don't get any rain from this, but what we do see is a warm up ahead of this, a cool down once that front goes by, but it's a minor cool down at the end of the week. 7-day rain outlook. There is nothing painted over Texas. It is really dry. Quiet pattern for us for a while. Just those temperature fluctuations is really all we're tracking. Today, a nice day. We get into the 60s. Not as cold tonight. Warmer tomorrow, warmer the next day, all the way up to 81 on Thursday, which will be the warmest so far this year. There's the front. All that's going to do is knock our humidity back down a little bit and bring our temperatures down a tad at the end of the week. So there'll be some cooler nights, but really just nice weather at the end of the week. Friday, this weekend, highs in the 70s, and still that warm air hanging around next week.
All right, let's get to that cleared accident along 6th and East Loop at Clinton. We have all of our lanes back open, moving smooth here on this beautiful Monday morning. So soak this in while you can. I'm talking about the drive times as they are looking great for us. Crosby Lynchburg to downtown, you're at 17 minutes. NASA Parkway to downtown Houston, only 22 minutes. And Highway 146 to the South Loop, only 14 minutes for your drive. You're watching CW 39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. With the pulling power to prove it. Tow hitches of the world prepare for glory. New 2024 Sierra heavy-duty models arriving weekly. Stop by your GMC dealer to make your selection. We are professional grade GMC.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the difference you can make around you. With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, set your own deadlines and access coursework anytime. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
Have heart failure with unresolved symptoms? It may be time to see the bigger picture. Heart failure and seemingly unrelated symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, and irregular heartbeat could be something more serious, called ATTR-CM, a rare, underdiagnosed disease that worsens over time. Sound like you? Call your cardiologist and ask about ATTR-CM.
At Simmons & Fletcher, our day often starts before much of Houston wakes up. The hours preparing a case are long, and the fight for justice is real. Our team is committed to righting wrongs by working to secure money for our clients. If you've been hurt in an accident, call Simmons & Fletcher. Find out if you have a case. The call is always free. There are no fees or costs unless we win money for you. Simmons & Fletcher, Christian trial lawyers.
When you feel that rumble, it's time to run to Truck Month at your Texas Ford dealer. Get a stampede of savings on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 47 years straight. Ford Super Duty and Ford F-150. Hurry in, Texas. The stampede is running. Lease F-150 for $369 a month, or choose 19 for $72 plus $1,000 cash plus no payments for 90 days. Get to Ford Truck Month today.
From Houston hotspots to fashion and travel, must-haves that will give your life a boost. Join Maggie Flecknoe as she highlights the best of H-Town. Watch Houston Happens, weekday mornings from 9 to 10 on CW39 Houston.
All right, you have to check this out. A teenager in New York found a way to combine his two passions to help his community, basketball and books. Check it out. This Nico Warren found Hoops and Books. He founded this organization, which is a free program for 8 to 10-year-olds all across the 5 boroughs of New York City. Now, Warren, who plays basketball at school, offers free coaching and free books as part of the Mind-Body Connection. And after Hoops practice, there's a reading session with books about Michael Jordan and so many others. In fact, Hoops and Books is hoping to turn this program into a weekly session at the program's gym. And a polar bear couldn't contain his excitement as he rolled around in fresh snow at St. Louis Zoo in Missouri last Friday. It shows this at St. Louis Zoo show. It's Kelly, the orphan polar bear, rubbing his back and head into the snow before shaking it all off. You know, shake it off like maybe to a Taylor Swift song. I don't know. It sounds cool. The National Weather Service office in St. Louis said the area received 5.7 inches of snowfall, and he's loving it. We do too. And some other animal rescue news, getting his phone back after a fly fox ran off. Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's just standing there. It's like, oh, excuse me, can I have this? Well, he took the phone in a forest area, United Kingdom. The clip shows the rescuer setting the phone down, as you just saw, to record the fox before it grabs it. It runs off and eventually drops the phone, and after a quick lick, abandons it. That's when the rescuer can be heard approaching. He grabs the phone saying, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. Watch again. Just kind of looks at it and what does the fox say? Take the phone. In a post later on social media said there were actually 2 foxes in the Woodland area. Someone called the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals to report that one of them was injured. The other one was taken to a local wildlife rescue and recovered. So maybe he was just trying to call 911 to help his injured fellow fox. You never know. Or at least take a selfie. Come on, this is cute. Watch again. I have to watch this. This is so cool. Smells good. Mine. Mine, mine, mine. Call 911. Love it. All right. Well, we've got Houston Happens coming up in just a minute. That's not going anywhere, but Maggie Flecknoe is next. It's going to be great. So stick around for CW39 Houston, No Wait Weather and Traffic, and Houston Happens.